Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. It is time for high school volleyball as the Southeastern Suns play host to the Macomb High Bombers. Adams Fiber brings you Southeastern Sports to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, while Bomber Sports brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. So these two teams have grown to have a pretty good rivalry in recent years. Both teams battling through some injuries. As you can see, all 6 of the players that the Southeastern Suns still have available on the JV squad are on the floor. They have no substitutes. On the other side, of course, they have more players, but they are dealing with some starter injuries also. We'll talk about that, especially at the varsity level for the Macomb High Bombers. So again, as we get ready to go here with JV action, is the Bombers and the Suns set to do battle. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Cassie is alongside on the camera. It's tipped across, and they're going to call a lift. I believe that was Kenley Sloan trying to come in and make something happen on a not good pass, and it's going to be called a lift. And Shelton, who is serving, Sarah Shelton, will get the first service point of the night. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Bombers, and to serve going to be number 2, Miley Lovell. Up to serve things up, the libero for the Bombers here at the JV level. Riley Hart with the attack there. Comes across. Now it's going to be pushed across. Near side, Elby, and it's blocked by Hart. Riley Hart gets the block. And a side out for the Suns. Back to serve now is number 2, Morgan Simmons. She'll play at the varsity level too with the injuries that Southeastern has. That serve sails just a little bit along. It's out of bounds, so it will be the Bombers serving now. Riley Hart takes that one. Lyles, I believe, in to serve. There's a big hit by Elby. See if Lyles turns around here so I can make sure it is her. It is. Brooklyn Lyles gets the first point. Elby gets the first kill of the match for the Bombers, and they have their first lead, 3-2. Lyles back to serve again, the lefty. Simmons going to set middle to Hart. Hart hits it across. Level was there, and it hits the ceiling, and it will be a side out. Coming back to serve will be Addison Inman, the 5'2" sophomore outside hitter for Southeastern. Level takes the Lyles sets. Elby hits. It's going to go off the block of Hart this time. And out of bounds, a kill for Elby, her second. I do believe she'll go back to serve now, and she will. Can't see very well tonight. I'm going to clean my glasses, see if that helps, or see if maybe I'm just going blind. I'm not real sure. Treble on the serve receive. Going to be bumped across by Houston. Elby went down to get it. It's tipped across with one-arm dig by Ladewa. Brixley Ladewa. She's going to send a free ball across, and it's going to fall. Elby gets the service point. An overpass on serve receive. Level a bump set out to Ladewa. She's just going to have to push it across. Houston goes down to knock it across the net. It's tipped across by Lyles. That's a front row attack. And it will be a side out. She didn't have a whole lot of choice there. She just had to try to bring it off the net. Couldn't bring it back to her side. So Riley Hart back to serve now as she keeps one low. A let serve dug by Level. Lede was there. Now it's going to be a bump set across. That was Thompson. Outside. The attack by Keppen. Mount middle. Thompson sailed that one out of bounds, and I got to get the ball. Riley Hart got the service point, and then she gets an ace there. So I got to get the scoreboard caught back up, folks. I apologize. Had to go run across the stage to get the ball. There she serves it up again, does Hart. A bump set. Thompson's going to push it across. Hart's there. Now Simmons outside to Houston. Houston's dug by Ladewa. Backside Keppen. Dug by Inman. Middle now. Shelton, and she got ahead of it, knocks it out of bounds, side out on the hitting air, and it's tied 6-6. Thompson back to serve now. Kinley Sloan back in the front row. Houston on the attack, sails it long, just a little long, and out of bounds. Clarissa Thompson gets the service point. As this one is staying close, 7-6 Bombers at the moment. Middle, Shelton tips it across. Ladewa goes down to get it. Back set Keppen pushes it down the line. Hart's there. Now to Houston. Houston goes down the line with it. A nice dig back there by Elby, I believe, still in there. There's a one-arm dig by Simmons. Hart from the back row. Elby with another dig. Ladewa. That was Campbell. And Houston tipped it across again. Ladewa is going to send a free ball across. Inman comes to get it. Outside, Houston again. Blocked and dug up. Nope. It's going to be a lift. A kill for Houston. And a side out for the Suns. It's tied at 7. Long rally there. Hop in the live chat. Tell us where you're watching from and who you're cheering for. Heck, just let me know you can hear me, for goodness sakes. We'll take that. Simmons, back row, Inman. Drop down, Elby has it. Back to Keppen. Crossed. Campbell with the dig, but it goes up and hits the ceiling. It's going to be a kill for Keppen. Reva Keppen gets her first kill. And it's back to a 1-point lead. Subs coming in. It's going to be in for the Bombers. Number 14, Kate Rector, the sophomore defensive specialist who generally serves pretty well for the Bombers. We'll see what she can do here. Here's the serve. Goes right at Campbell. Be a back row attack from Hart. Elby's there. Outside, Ladewa, and she mishit it. Tied at 8 on the hitting air. Houston. Back to serve for the Suns. And that just drops in. Side out. We'll work on the camera operation a little bit here between games. Got to get it level, too. Overpass is picked up. And a net violation. Tied at 9. Off the hands of Shelton, Kinley Sloan's going to get the kill. And a side out. Tipped across and down. Clarissa Thompson with the kill. Lovell gets the service point. It's 11-9. Hart on the attack. Dug in the back row by Rector. No, it's not Rector. That's Katz actually back there. Came Rector up to get that one. And Lovell tried to get it over with the free ball. Couldn't do it. Side out to the Suns. It goes down and out of bounds. So a point for Morgan Simmons, and we're tied at 11. So after the hitting error, Simmons gets another point, and that's going to be an ace. It's 13-11, Suns now. Hart on the quick. He's going to tip it right down the line and get a kill. Largest lead of the match for either team is 3. Hart gets her first kill unofficially, and a timeout charged to the Bombers. This game being brought to you by Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. And Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.ronelby.com to check out their inventory. And, of course, McDonough District Hospital, their athletic trainers and the MDH Rehabilitation Center with locations in Bushnell, Macomb, and Monmouth provide expert help to area student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than hospital care, a hospital caring. And there's an attack and a kill for Elby. And she gets her third kill, and more importantly, a side out for the Bombers. 14-12 after the timeout. Brooklyn Lyles into serve, and a service error gives it right back to the Bombers, or to the Suns, excuse me. Coming back to serve is going to be Addison Inman with her team up by 3, trying to build on a 3-point lead, and she's going to do it with an ace going off the arms of Katz out of bounds. It's 16-12. Inman gets her first service point, which would mean her first ace as well. Keppen comes in to take that one. Elby's going to push it across. Simmons back to Hart. Hart rolls it across. Katz is there. Now it's going to come to Keppen. Bump set from Inman. Houston, dug by Katz. Lovell goes over the top of her to push it across. And Elby is going to get the little tip kill. That's her fourth kill. Thompson back in. Katz is out. Back to serve is Elby. No, Ladewa back in, excuse me. Shelton on serve receive. Simmons out to Houston. Houston, Elby's there. Ladewa sends it across. Back out to Houston again. Down the line. Out of system. Lyles takes it. A bump set to Keppen. Dug by Inman. An overpass. And they can't get over the block. Or a kill. We'll give her a kill. Let's give Thompson a kill. Thompson gets the kill, side out to, or a point to the Bombers, excuse me. Elby gets her second service point. That's Shelton. That's an overpass. Nope, didn't get to the net. Or got to the net, but not over it. That's an ace for Elby. And a timeout charged to the Suns. This game tonight being brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852. Find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. And Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Tonight is Wednesday. That means it's $1 wing night at Sports Corner at 124. Thursday, that's tomorrow, if you're keeping track, they have steak night. Get the closest thing to the old Red Ox ugly steak you're going to get the ugly steak at Sports Corner at 124. 4 points, 2 aces now for Miss Josie Elby, and at 16-16. And an attack by Keppen is going to be unusable. We'll give her a kill. Keppen gets her second kill. 17-16. Bombers now have the lead. They trailed by as many as 4. Side out on the hitting air. That was an attack by Ladewa. Now Houston missed that one and hit it into the net. That results in a side out back to the Bombers. They go back up by 1, 18-17. A rotation error by the Bombers. Ties the score at 18-18. Attack by Keppen. Joust session at the net. Ladewa. Inman. Middle to Shelton. Tips it over. Dug up back there. I think that was Lyles. Lyles is going to have to send it across. Back set, Houston. Lyles again, they're out of system. Set this time to Keppen. Campbell, last second switch to a bump instead of a set. Now Keppen hard and it hit a couple hands and is going to fall. Keppen is going to get another Sports Corner kill, her third. It's 19-18. Tipped across. Shelton out to Houston. Levels there. And Ladewa through the hands of Inman, and a kill for Ladewa. It's her first. A Sports Corner kill and a service point for Kate Rector. Outside, Houston. She's going to drop it in the right side. Cross-court kill for Aubrey Houston. That's her second kill. Houston and Simmons have a little problem there. Now it's Ladewa. Dug by Houston. Simmons, back row attack to Hart. Hart rolls it across. Dug by Rector. Pushed across by Lyles, that was. Now Lyles going to set quick, middle, Sloan, and she hits it into the net. The hitting air and a side out. Houston back to serve. Dug by Sloan. No, by Elby, excuse me. Simmons up to Inman. Inman deep right corner, levels there. Near side Ladewa. Dug by Simmons. Bump set. Simmons now on the attack. Dug back there by Rector. Outside Ladewa. And she hits one into the net. Another hitting air. Houston gets the points. And the Bombers take a timeout. Game being brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at www.m, the word and, B Furniture Inc., as in incorporated, inc.com. That's www.m&bfurnitureiinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And MTC Communications, having slow, unreliable internet just doesn't cut it in 2025. MTC Communications offers lightning-fast, reliable fiber internet, video, phone service, and camera systems to the McDonough, Henderson, and Hancock County areas. Visit mtc.crowdfiber.com to check your availability. As we get ready to go again. And a passing error results in another point for Houston. She's got 2 in a row. Sub coming in. Lyles going out. Coming in to set will be Aniston Level, a freshman. Watching from inside the gym, Chase Mudd. Well, nice to have you, Chase. Oh, trouble, but the Bombers get to it. Ladewa, nice attack. It's dug by Hart. What a pass. Outside it's going to go to Inman. She tips it across. That looked like a carry. Oh. Well, they got across by Inman. Now it's going to be tipped across, dug up by Houston. Bump set. Shelton, Ladewa. Level. Ladewa can't get it across the net. Another hitting error. Another point for Houston. Rector goes out. Keppen back in. An overpass. Outside, Inman on the attack. Trouble, it's going to fall. Inman gets the kill. Houston gets her 4th service point. And another sub as Keppen goes out. Rector goes back in. Houston back to serve. Set point for the Suns. Bump set. Pushed across by Ladewa. Houston's there. Not a great pass, but Inman's going to get another chance. She's going to go across and down. A kill for Addison Inman, and the Bombers get the Suns get a 25-20 set 1 win. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH and Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern sports, as well as Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb Bomber sports. This is TSSR.
All right, well, we're here with Bill Murdoch, and this is the 2nd year in a row, Bill, that I've talked to you.
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, probably unfortunately for you. I think you might have been the most talked about interview of all of our MDH interviews last year, though.
I don't know whether I need to be proud of that or ashamed of that. I don't know which one to go with.
Maybe both. I don't know.
Probably.
The thing that I find comical is I gave you a hard time last year, as I said, because, man, you're way up the ladder. You know, you're a high-end employee for me to be talking to. And you're even higher up the road now than you were last year.
Yeah, yes. Last year when we spoke, I was the CFO, the Chief Financial Officer, and since then I've been in the CEO role, Chief Executive Officer here at the hospital for about 8 months now.
Well, not to toot your horn, but everything I hear is good coming out of MDH since you've taken over. So, what was your mindset when you stepped into that role, and what do you see MDH doing here?
Well, I've never had aspirations to be a CEO of a hospital, but we have a great team here, and I just felt it was that time in my career to step in and take over and see how it goes. We have a great team here at MDH, very proud of everybody. They're very passionate and have a lot of pride in the organization. So it just made that job so much easier for me to step into my new role.
Yeah, it's easy to work with people who want to do a good job, isn't it? And it seems like everybody I talk to here is that kind of person.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody's engaged, and they want to do well, and they want to succeed. And we want them to succeed here at the organization.
I think MDH has always had a pretty good name in the area. What are you trying to do for MDH to even step that up a little bit more?
Right. So Pat Osterman and myself, we've done a lot of community relationship building, reaching out to the community leaders, reaching out to our competitors to see how we can work together better to be a stronger organization overall.
Yeah, strong organization, and you guys continue to add pieces and parts. You've expanded to Monmouth. We talked a little bit about that with your urgent care and physical therapy. The pharmacy is looking really nice right now.
Right, and it's ready to come online. The construction's finishing up this week, and then next step is to get the certifications, inspections going. So we should be open for business later at the end of this year or first part of January.
So we mentioned last year you're relatively local to the McDonough County area. So you're one of the first CEOs that I remember that's local to McDonough. You have like...
Okay, welcome back. So sorry about that. Went and did a few updatings with the camera. I forgot Cassie had not done volleyball, so she was used to football and basketball where the camera or the scoreboard's at the bottom, so she was trying to leave players at the bottom or at the top. Now she needs to leave them at the bottom. So we got that taken care of here for set number 2. As you can see, Bombers getting ready to serve. Suns led set 1. And Bombers lead set 2 here with Lovell serving again. She gets her second service point of the match. And another near hitting error, but it goes across. Hart with the attack, dug by Lovell. Outside it comes to Elby, and she tries to go down the line and hits it into the net. A side out to the Suns. Coming back to serves Morgan Simmons. She had 2 service points, including an ace in set number 1. She goes left side, right at Lovell, the libero, outside to Ladewa. No, that's Thompson, excuse me. And she hits it into the net. A hitting error, and Simmons has her 3rd service point. And an ace for Morgan Simmons. She's got a team high 4 service points, tied with Aubrey Houston, and she's got a team high 2 aces. That's a game high tie, as Josie Elby has 4 points and 2 aces as well for the Bombers. Middle to Sloan, hits it out of bounds, tries to come, that was Elby, excuse me, trying to come outside and hits it out of bounds. Another hitting error, it's 4-1. Keppen, an overpass. Simmons, middle to Hart. Hart tips it right over the top and down. Riley Hart gets the kill. 3 Suns have 2 kills, including Addison Inman, who got the last 2 points of set 1 at the nets. 6 service points now for Simmons. And another ace. She's got 7 service points and a timeout charge to the Bombers at 6-1 Suns. Again, this game being brought to you by Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. It's Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, you can get some great wings, some of the best wings in town, no doubt about it. $1 a piece tonight. It's Wednesday night. That's every Wednesday night is their wing special. You can also get the ugly steak. If you remember the old days of the Red Ox, you can get the next best thing, the ugly steak at Sports Corner at 124. Those are Thursday nights. You can also get the Smash Burger special each day of the week. So make sure you stop in and see all the great folks. Brian, who is actually having a birthday today. So I want to wish Brian a happy birthday as we get ready to go here with set number 2 again. Simmons serves it up again. Rector tipped across by Lyles. Now a free ball is going to be sent across. Lyle going to set back to Keppen. Keppen has a hitting error. If the Bombers lose this match, it's going to be more because of their errors than necessarily because the Suns are playing very well. They're passing the ball pretty well, but here's Thompson, dug by Simmons. Houston sends it across. Rector's there. Pushed across by Keppen. Simmons again. Hart. Inman doesn't get it over the nets. And a side out on the hitting error by the Suns. Brooklyn Lyles going back to serve now. Her team trailing 7-2. Deep serve. Shelton is there. Houston is going to send a free ball across. Levels there. Lyles now back set to Keppen. Keppen gets the Sports Corner kill. 4 Sports Corner kills for Keppen. Brooklyn Lyles gets her second service point. Inman, that was Campbell, I believe, sailed that one. It's another hitting error. And the Bombers trying to claw back into this one, down 7-4 now after 2 straight service points by Lyles and the side out. Back at Shelton again. Nice pass, Simmons. Hart, Lyles is there, they're out of system. Bump set, going to come to Elby. She's going to push it across, going to roll down and across the net. And Elby is going to get the kill. That's her 5th kill. Lyles gets another service point. Service error and an ace serve by Addison Inman. She's got 2 service points. Both of them are aces. Back to a 4-point lead for the Suns. Outside. Elby on the attack. An overpass. Thompson's there, and she throws it down. Thompson gets the kill, a Sports Corner kill for Clarissa Thompson, her 3rd. Elby back to serve. Houston dug. Keppen sends it across. It's blocked back and not able to do anything with it. A block for Riley Hartz. That's her 2nd. She'll come back to serve now with her team still up by 4, 10-6. Bombers out of rotation. Trouble for Elby. Level. Hit across by number 15. 19, excuse me. That is Marley Dean. And Houston with the kill. Aubrey Houston. As the Bombers struggling early in this one. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
And welcome back. 12-6, Suns with the lead and a one-set advantage here in the JV contest over the Bombers. Hart serves it up again. Thompson went to get it. Quick set middle to Keppen, and she's going to drop it home for a sports corner kill. Reva Keppen gets her 5th. Much needed side out for the Bombers. They trail by 5. Thompson back to serve. Trouble with the pass. Hart's going to send a free ball across on a great save by Simmons. Outside, Keppen. Out of bounds on the hitting error. I had to save myself. I apologize. Back to serve is going to be Sophia Campbell. She gets this one across, levels there. Quick dump, Simmons digs it. Hart out to the net, dumped over, dug by Level. Outside to Keppen, and she hits the post. How is that not? That was totally on the post. One arm dig, and the ball never lies, I guess, so it's going to be a point for Campbell and the Suns. Campbell serves that one into the net. So she'd opened the lead to 7. It's back to 6 after the side out. Going back to serve is going to be Reva Keppen. She has not got a service point as of yet, but she does have 5 sports corner kills in the match. Out of bounds, tried to go down the line, painted the line, and was just a little outside the lines, and it's going to be a side out to the Suns. Back to serve is number 5, Aubrey Houston. Drops it short. Level went down to get it, though. Outside now. Keppen from the back row. Outside, Inman, deep corner, Levels there. Again, Keppen from the back row. Middle this time to Shelton. She tips it across. That was Dean. Now it's going to be tipped across again. Will be pushed up, and a kill for Morgan Simmons on an overpass. Simmons is going to get her first kill. Aubrey Houston gets her 5th service point. And it's 16-8. Nice serve. Oh, nice pass and a quick to Kinley Sloan, but it's dug up. Outside, Inman down the line. Keppen's there. That's going to go back to Keppen on a back row attack into the nets. A hitting error, and Houston gets her 6th service point. 17-8, a 9-point advantage now. Short, dug up. Dean was there to save it. Going to be a free ball, though. Hart, Simmons, Inman again. It's blocked, comes up. It's dug by Shelton. Bump set Houston. Hart from the back row, drops it short. Keppen's there, dips it across. Inman's there, bump set. Houston's going to push it across. That's Katz. Outside, Simmons now tips it across. Levels there. Back row Keppen, and out. another hitting error, and Houston has her 7th service point. Right at Katz. Now it's going to be a free ball. Campbell's there. Simmons outside Inman. Inman over the top of the block. It's dug up. It's going to be another free ball if they can get it across. They do. Katz sent it there. Shelton, bump set, Inman. Inman's going to hit it far deep side. Dean went to get it. It hit the ceiling and went over. It's a kill for Inman. Inman gets her 3rd kill. Houston gets her 8th service point. Dean exits. Ladewa, who has not played until just then, and she comes right back in and gets the kill. A sports corner kill for Brixley Ladewa. She will play quite a lot in the varsity match. Elby back in. Ladewa back to serve. Outside, Inman into the net. Elby gets her 5th service point. It's 19-10. Oh, that's Ladewa serving, excuse me. Treble. Gonna get a free ball. Ladewa gets her 1st service point. Working on her 2nd here if she can get it. Elby drives it home. Elby gets a sports corner kill, her 6th. Ladewa gets her 2nd service point. It's 19-11. Campbell. Simmons going to put it deep. Keppin's there. It's sent across by Level, and Inman's going to sail that one out the back. 3 points in a row now for Brixley Ladewa. It's 19-12. Nice pass by Ladewa out to Elby. Dug by Campbell. Inman sends it across on a nice dig out of the net. Back row attack by Keppin, and she had her foot on the line. It's a front back row attack. It's a side out to the Suns. Back to serve is going to be number 10, Sarah Shelton. She's got 1 service point in the match. Her team leads by 8. Keppin is there. Oh, what a job to stay with it by the Suns. Now it's going to be tipped across. Middle, Hart, tipped, tried to go down the net and didn't get it over. A side out to the Bombers. 20-13 is the score. Bombers need to roll some points off here if they want to get back in it. Miley Lovell back to serve. Kinley Sloan goes out. And Houston tried to stay behind it, couldn't get to it. A hitting error. Lovell gets her 2nd service point. Houston, Simmons. Now Houston's going to send a free ball across. Keeps it low. Lovell goes down to get it. Back set. Houston. Outside. Inman. Inman pushes it deep. Level's right there to the net. And a net violation by Aniston Level. And a side out to the Suns. Back to serve is Morgan Simmons. She's got 8 service points. Make it 9 service points and 2 aces. More problems with serve receive, and then more problems with communication. And a point for Simmons. That's her 10th point, actually. She'll go back to serve again. Subs coming out and in. Rector coming in. Ladewa going out for the Bombers. Simmons going to serve it up again. Trouble again, and it's going to be another ace. 11 points, 3 aces for Simmons. Now Ladewa is going to come back in for Rector. Just trying to break momentum here is all they're trying to do with those subs, although they still have a timeout. So Ladewa goes down for the dig. Thompson with the left hand, and Riley Hart blocked it, but it went out of bounds. A sports corner kill for Clarissa Thompson, her 4th on the blocking error by Hart. But they've got to score 9 points and 2 side outs. And there's an ace. That's the way to start it off. Lovell gets the service point and the ace. That's Shelton. Simmons sends it across. Outside, Keppen. Inman had to try to go up with her left hand to keep it from hitting the net. Did not. Timeout charged to the Suns. We'll take a break as well. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be right back.
I'm Lindsay Schaefer. I'm a physical therapist specializing in pelvic floor physical therapy here at McDonough District Hospital Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation. Young women, a lot of them have pelvic pain. They don't realize that it's something that they don't have to live with anymore. It's very common for people to have urinary leakage. And I always say it's common, but it's not normal. It's not something you need to live with. I also focus on hip pain, back pain. It's all kind of connected. Any age really can benefit from it.
And welcome back here to Augusta, Illinois, as you're watching Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern Sun Sports, as well as Arnold Brother Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Cassie is alongside. Lovell is back serving. She served 2 straight, and it's 23-17. Suns with the lead, though. Hart, an overpass, joust at the net, an ace again. And the Bombers clawing their way back. Still a long ways to go. Hart, Simmons. Hart from the back row, deep left corner, dug by Lovell. Now assisted by Lovell. An overpass, dug up and over. Nope, that's going to be 3. Got to get it across. Simmons will, deep left corner. Lovell's there again. Now the other Lovell. Now it's going to be an attack. Pushed up, pushed across. Bump set to Elby, tipped down. Now up to Hart. Bumped across. Lovell is there. Now a set from Lovell. And a kill by Elby. A sports corner kill for Josie Elby. She's got 7, and it's a 4-point game. Hart. Simmons. Hart with the kill, and the Suns are within 1 point of getting a 2-set victory over the Bombers in JV competition. 3 kills for Hart. Here is Inman on the serve. Ladewa went down to get it. Outside it comes to Keppen. Keppen is dug by Campbell. Oh, nope, goes over. They're going to call a lift on Houston as it rolled up and got up into her arms. It's a side out. The Bombers have to score at least 4 in a row here, and Elby is going back to serve. She has served well. She's got 5 service points. And she serves that one into the net, and it is a service error. The Suns get a 25-20, 25-20 win over the Bombers. Some quick stats. Miley Lovell had 3 service points. Brooklyn Lyles had 4 service points. Clarissa Thompson had 1 service point and 4 sports corner kills. Josie Elby had 5 service points, including 2 aces, and she had 7 sports corner kills. Kinley Sloan had 1 sports corner kill. Reva Keppen had 5 Sports Corner kills. Kate Rector had 1 service point. Brixley Ladewa had 3 service points and 2 Sports Corner kills. Aniston Lovell had 4 service points, and including 2 aces. In the win for the Suns, Morgan Simmons had 11 service points, including 3 aces and 1 kill added to it. Sophia Campbell had 1 service point. Addison Inman had 2 service points. Both of those were aces. She also added 3 kills. Aubrey Houston had 8 service points. No aces, though. She did have 3 kills. Sarah Shelton had 1 service point. Riley Hard had 2 service points, including 1 ace. She also added 2 blocks and 3 kills. Well, that'll do it. 25-20, 25-20. The score in the JV contest. We'll take our break. We'll be back with the next game on the next stream here from Augusta High School. You've been watching, or from Augusta, Illinois, Southeastern High School. You've been watching Adams Fiber coverage of Southeastern sports and Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling coverage of Macomb High Sports on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.